Hello everybody, welcome to the stream today. We're going to be getting started pretty soon. We have a lot to talk about today. Onision decided to do a live stream. A lot has been said. And we're going to be talking about it. Hope you're excited, because I definitely am. We'll wait a couple more minutes and then we're going to really jump into things. Alright guys, let's get started. Everybody else can kind of jump in as we proceed with today's show. So for any of you guys who are not aware, obviously with my previous streams that I've been doing last week, a lot has been coming out about Onision in the last year or so, and more recently some big things have transpired. One of the main things is a very popular and well-known person by the name of Hansen, who is world famous for his show To Catch a Predator on Dateline ABC. He has kind of moved more over to YouTube. He's been live streaming, he's been working with a couple of other YouTubers, and he has started to investigate Onision, who is going to be the major topic for today's stream. And a little bit earlier, probably a few hours ago, Onision decided to go live. I'm not sure if he still is live or not, but I was able to catch some of his stream, and I made some notes from what I heard and what I saw, which we are going to be discussing today. I am aware that some of you guys are probably watching that as well, so I'm sure you guys can fill in the things that I did not see or I'm not aware of, which means that this is going to be definitely a big discussion stream. As always, for you guys who are watching this back on replay, feel free to post a response on this live stream with your opinion, how you guys are feeling, with any other information that you're aware of. Don't be shy. I do definitely read my comments. So yeah, knock yourselves out, guys. What's going on, Arish? How you doing? So yeah, let's turn off the music and we can really crack on with things today. So somebody is in the chat. They have said, I interacted with Savvy Candy on Twitter. I called her a Lady 2.0 and she tweeted to another Onision fan that she cried, and then she blocked me. All right, that doesn't really seem to make any sense. I'm really confused, but okay. What's going on, Magical Unicorn? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, everybody who's joining. How you doing, Irish? How you doing, T-Sin? So yeah, the first thing I do want to say is, and I think this really goes without saying, Onision is known by a lot of people. And he has millions of followers. I think he has like 2 or 3 million followers in total. Probably more if you actually include all of the accounts that he's got and kind of add them all together. He probably has a lot of subscribers. And what I find really, really funny is this dude has millions of subs, but less than 200 viewers on his live stream. You would assume that somebody as controversial as him, somebody with the following that he has, would get more than 200 viewers. Like, the thing is, he is very quick to dismiss other people as being irrelevant, being nobodies, being essentially worthless. But this guy legitimately only gets, 5 times the audience that I currently have on his live streams. And all I'm saying is it's fucking funny. It's fucking funny, really. Oh, it worked! It worked! Oh my god, it wasn't big. It wasn't big. Well, hey, and it's really big on my screen. Why is it so big on my screen? Holy shit, dude, thank you so much. Oh my god, guys, I got my first donation. Yes, that's amazing. It actually did work, but maybe I should set the donation to English. I have the language in Icelandic because I like the voice, but apparently that doesn't really work, so maybe I should. I like the voice. He was like, hello, my name is voice, hello. Like, I just like the accent. I like the accent, but apparently it's the language, not the actual apparently it's not English. So maybe I should change it. Dude, thank you for the donation, bro. Seriously, what was that, like $18, guys? That's what I'm fucking talking about. We're making some money moves on here. How do they do that? I have a donation link in my bio. Abby's also been posting it kind of periodically, but thank you for donating. I was actually gonna test donate today, RSN, but you've actually helped me out. It works, guys. That's good shit. Good to know. It's good to know that it works. Yeah, he did, and I'm going to be talking about that a little bit today, actually. We're definitely going to kind of push further into this. I have so much to cover in regards to this live stream, and I'm sure a real stream, CJ has a lot to talk about in regards to it too, considering that he was kind of dissed by Onision. It's definitely on now, bro. It's definitely on now. I remember asking you on the burn notice, do you personally have like a problem with Onision? I'd honestly say that after he said what he said today, I would be surprised if you continue with what you said before. That's not English. That is not English. That is not English at all. That is not English. I think I'm gonna put this to the top, and I'm gonna put this at the bottom. But thank you so much. Wow, Irish. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Really, please thank Irish for supporting me. It's really, really kind of you. I'm pissed that they took out my account. Wait, what? They took out your account? What do you mean, T-Sin? I'm really confused. What did he say today? So yeah, we're going to really get into that. But the one thing he said specifically about RSN is he basically made a joke about the rape allegations against RSN. And I just find it really, really interesting that Onision and his patrons, can attack RSN and make jokes about him. But when people attack Greg and make jokes about Greg, it's bad, it's bullying, it's narcissistic, it's, you know what I mean? It's so fucking, it's so hypocritical. It's so two-faced. I just really don't like that. I really, really don't like that. Especially just the way that it was really kind of put forward as well. Like, Onision should know what it feels like to be attacked for, like, the things that he has said or done or the allegations or whatever, right? He should be able to understand that. I don't know. You did T-Sin. It just wasn't working back then, dude. You sent it to the wrong account. But T-Sin, thank you very much for donating to me. I really do appreciate it very, very much. Exactly. And I mean, I'm not going to lie, this isn't necessarily like a new thing. A lot of live streamers do this, everybody who's watching. They are very, very comfortable with dishing it out. But when they take it back, it's a big problem. They're being victimized. They're being bullied. They're being attacked for the way that they feel, for the way that they look, or whatever excuse they can really come up with, and it's just ludicrous bullshit. Like, if you were somebody who was actually like, you didn't talk shit, you weren't being horrible all the time, your audience wasn't really like that either, and somebody was attacking you, then yes, you could play the victim card. You could play the saint card and say, well, I'm not a bad, I don't say nasty things about people. So why are you being nasty about me? You could do that. But if you're somebody who talks shit, expect people to talk shit back. Right? That's as simple as that. I know people are going to talk shit about me because my mouth doesn't stop fucking moving. All right? Blah, 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 blah. That's all I do. Onision does not recognise any wrongdoing. This is not surprising after years of his deflection. The dude is a fucking mirror. That's all I'm going to say, Granny. He is a fucking mirror. It just bounces back all the time. Oh, boo-hoo, poor Onision. Oh, don't worry. You don't have to shed any tears for him. It's fine. You already have a third of the viewers that his stream had. Yeah, he legitimately didn't even have, like, this guy has millions of subscribers. He is world renowned. Like that, no, believe, he is world renowned. Like, people know him around the world. Huge, massive YouTubers know of him and have spoken about him and have made videos about him. He was friends with some of the top streamers in today's YouTube spectrum. We're talking like Shane Dawson back in the day and loads of other people. And this dude couldn't even get 200 viewers in his live stream. Like, I really shouldn't be laughing at him because it's really like, some people could take it the wrong way that I'm like laughing at somebody else's failure, but it's just, all I'm saying is, man, you talk so much shit about other people, you make jokes that are really unnecessary, you call people, the R words, and like, you know what I mean? Like, there's like loads of different things that you fucking do. Yeah, he called social, like, repose, like, he called that guy social, and then the R words. I don't really want to say it on my stream. I'll get fucking, if I do end up trying to demonetize this, it will affect that, probably. So, although, I don't know, it seems if I say, unless I say something about, like, the LGBTQ+, like, any pronouns or any reference to any orientation, I should be actually okay on the monetization front, because apparently YouTube flags those words, which is really ludicrous. I watched their video. I bet you will, dude. I bet you do. This is a long time coming for his downfall. Yeah. And I've been really trying to, like, yeah, that's actually true, Irish. Irish puts in the chat, he's not famous, though. He's infamous. I'm sure a lot of you guys are nodding your heads, the ones of you who are watching this back. There is a difference. He only wishes he was Shane Dawson. I mean, I don't know if he does, though. I think he's jealous of Shane. I don't think he wants to be him, because he could have been Shane. He could have legitimately moved his platform into a more positive direction. He has a kid. He and his family, they could have become like a vlogging channel, a family channel, like the Ace family, right? Like, I'm agreeing. You guys get what I'm saying, right? He could have legitimately changed his channel. He could have pulled away from all of the weird shit, from all of the strange forum, underage girl shit. And he could have legitimately moved his platform into a better direction, and he could actually be really successful right now. He could have been. He really, really could have been. But that's not the way it works out. That's not the way the cookie crumbles, guys. Let's have a little look. Can't believe I used to watch him when I was a kid. But you were impressionable, Michelle. So don't beat yourself up about it. I'm sure quite a few people are watching probably watched him at one point or another. I used to watch him when I was a teenager. I'm only in my mid-20s. When he first started doing YouTube, I used to watch him. I used to watch his videos where he was being like, I mean, he hasn't really changed. But back then it was a lot more difficult to notice his flaws and his kind of unnecessary kind of narcissistic behavior. You know? No, Pete just hides all the nastiness on Patreon now. Not that it really stays hidden there either. It doesn't. No, it don't. His content never grew. Yeah, it didn't. What's up, Kaylee? How you doing? Welcome to my stream. Thanks for joining. So yeah, what else you got going on? You're not wrong. I mean, the thing is, I'm kind of like new to Onision, but I used to watch Onision a lot back in the day, which makes me kind of like a little bit of a maverick when it comes to talking about him, because I don't necessarily have all of the things in the middle. But I know Onision from like back in the day. Like back when he was famous. Like back when he was like a top fucking streamer, like a top YouTuber. And it's kind of crazy to see how much he's fallen. You know, like how different things are for him right now. Because you don't usually think that, do you? A lot of people assume that if you become like a big YouTuber, you're probably going to be a big YouTuber for the rest of your life. You're going to be somebody of importance, like a celebrity, for the rest of your life. That's not actually the case. Like, you can become a really big YouTuber or a big live streamer or whatever, and you can fall. You can plummet. It does happen. And usually it's because, like, your content is stale, you're not really doing anything interesting, and that seems to be the case with Onision. I think people just got bored of him. People got bored of, well, not just that, obviously, but some people got bored of him. Other people just weren't really vibing with him anymore, and then the rest of the people stopped watching him or supporting him because of the allegations and all the crazy shit, all of the unnecessary shit. Right? I like your energy, Loki. Thank you, Granny. I appreciate that. Will you be my granny? I actually don't have any grandparents, so that would be pretty nice. What's up, Jill? How you doing? What's going on? No, he was not that famous. I mean, that's your perspective, Zenny, but I think anybody who has multiple million of subscribers is, in my opinion, famous. That is, I feel like the word famous is very subjective, and some of you guys might disagree with me on the term or what you consider famous, but I think that is about it. You know, if you've got a large following or a lot of people know of you, I'd say that makes you a famous person. But yeah. Yes. We outgrew his content. Yeah, exactly. And that's like the different thing about Shane. You know, a lot of Shane's audience when he first started was a similar age to Onision's. And as Shane grew and matured, his audience did too. And that's the big difference. Yeah, that's a big difference. Basically, any YouTuber or celebrity or pop icon, like musician, who doesn't mature with their audience will end up flopping. That is, unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Usually, at least, unless they can miraculously manage to kind of like grab the next generation of young people, which is not very easy unless you go viral again or like gain like a level of interest from more new people.
Thank you for the content.
I really need to change it from Icelandic back to English because I can barely understand anything there. I think the only word I understood of that was content, which is, to be honest, the main word I need to know. But thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate it, Shaunia. I need to change it to English or like something. Or maybe another language that like it kind of works in, I guess. Imagine if Onision was your brother. That's so embarrassing. I mean, yeah, it is, but I'm not gonna lie, like, if Onision was my brother, like my older brother, I would have legitimately rode. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I would have just rode his coattails and built a career for myself off of his, and not been as much of a piece of shit degenerate as he is. Like, like, guys, it's good having somebody in the family who's successful. Let's be honest. Like, it really can open doors for you. Look at Justin Bieber's younger brother. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's an example. Like, you know, you get a lot more opportunity. Let's put it that way. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. He does bring shame, and I guess that would be the thing about it, wouldn't it? It'd be like, you know, having a brother like that, having a sibling or a child like that. It is going to be really disappointing. Depending on your outlook, of course. But I wouldn't be surprised if there are people. I mean, look at his patrons, for example. A lot of them see him as this really genuine, decent guy who they want to spend money monthly to talk to. And that is one thing that I found really interesting about his live stream today, guys. Onision was sitting with in his Discord with his ladies, his little lady cult that he's got going on. And I have a question for you guys. Is it true that every single one of those people in there have paid to be there? Or do you think that he has, like, exceptions that, like, some people can get in for free? Does everybody pay to be in there? I'm just curious if you guys think they do, or not, or what. I'm just curious, because I know that, see you later, RSN, they all pay. Yeah, would you say they all pay? So I don't want to sit here and like say that they all do, but I assume most of them do. And it makes you think, doesn't it? Like, it makes you think about, you know, I don't really want to like cross-examine the women because I don't really feel like they should be attacked. And I did see people attacking them in Greg's chat, and I thought that was kind of unnecessary. But at the same time, it makes you wonder, like, what kind of person, not even just a woman, just anyone, a man or a woman, because I know there are men who are patrons too. What kind of person would want to pay money a month to hang out with a guy and talk to them and be a friend with them? Like, you're legitimately paying to have a friend. Like, that sounds kind of sad to me, you know? Like, I'm not trying to give off this vibe that they're pathetic people, because I don't think that. I just think that I feel I feel myself kind of sympathizing with these people, because if they genuinely pay money to hang out in a Discord and have friends, then they must not really have much going for them, really, outside of that, you know? Guy is so boring. Spelled Boar. I love that. Yeah, that wild hog. Ooh. Jeez. They pay at least. Wait, what? No. You're kidding. No. 250. You're joking. You're kidding me. Really? 250. Let's go have a look. Let's go have a look. Guys, when in doubt, go have a look. We'll have a look at his Patreon. I want to look at all the levels, baby. Alright, here we go. We're screen sharing, guys. I'm on the wrong side of the screen. Alright, I mean, it's probably better that I'm here, actually, so you guys can see better. My apologies for the little burp. Okay, so uncensored videos. That you get to look at sex dolls if you do that perk, which is great. Discord access. Does Onision think that he's like the Joker or something? 'Cause I feel like he's always trying to vibe that. That seems to be his vibe. Like, he thinks he's like the Joker, that like he's misunderstood or something. I don't know. I mean, especially by that picture. PO box and wish list. Group Skype and mod status, a personal thank you video. God, you know what? I kind of vibe that. I'd like Onision to make a personal video to me and be like, Hi, LowkeyLoki. Thank you for supporting me. And I could just have it at the start of every single one of my streams, and I think that'd be funny. Actually, no, it'd probably piss off some people, actually, wouldn't it? One-on-one, Discord, and Kick Messenger? Huh? Okay. Okay, that's interesting. He's watching Loki? No, he's not. One-on-one Skype and Snapchat access? Phone number and signed book? What do you mean? Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, because he's got his own book, doesn't he? That's Meetup. Wow. No, okay. So now I'm really trying to figure out like where the Discord stuff starts. I mean, you can be in his Patreon anyway, can't you? But group game opportunities. I mean, his Discord access is... He's got 18... Does he have, like, a limit to his Discord? He can only have, like, so many people in his Discord? That's kind of interesting. So it's $5 a month to get voice and text chat access. And you guys said it was, like, 250, right? Okay, so you get admin... You can pay for admin status for $250. No, I think you only have to pay $5 to talk to him, by the looks of it. That's if I'm unless I'm like misunderstanding. Like I don't want to sit here and say like, oh, he's making people pay hundreds of dollars. No, I'm pretty sure it's just $5, right? Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to fucking look at that anymore. Anyway, so let's have a look at what you guys have been posting. You've been posting so many... that's the access, but to talk, not be muted. Oh, really? That's interesting. See, it doesn't actually state when you get unmuted, from what I can see. I'm guessing it would be elite patron status on Discord, which is $12. That makes sense, doesn't it? That makes sense. Spicy. All right. Okay. Anyway, anyway, I don't want to get like too caught up on that. But I just find it very interesting that you obviously have to pay to like hang out with a live streamer. It kind of goes away from the whole kind of. I feel like live streaming is supposed to be it's supposed to be a free service. So I do find it kind of weird that like. It makes me think that Onision sees himself as being a much more important person than he actually is. The fact that he makes his viewers, his supporters, pay him to talk to him. I don't know. It's a little bit strange in that regard. He believes he is the Joker, so like, who's Batman then? Who's Batman? He does. He's a megalomaniac. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. You have to pay to see the wish list of things that he wants. That's a bit weird, isn't it? But then again, there might be some weird things on that. You don't know. There might be some like weird shit. Shane? Nah, Shane's not Batman. All right. So anyway. Yeah, there was a point because Onision was actually playing GTA today, and he started chasing a woman in the game, and he was like, "This is what a predator does. This is what a predator does. Oh yeah, look at me chasing this girl," and it was clear to me that he was joking around on the game, but it was really really weird. It just seemed really ridiculous to me that he was kind of joking around the allegations and the comments that people are making. Because, guys, for any of you guys who weren't actually there today and didn't know what his chat was like, this is relatively what the chat was like most of the time. So, yeah, this was kind of the this was the standard of what I saw whilst I was there, and even Marie's there right at the top. Predator, Marie, I've actually got you on file saying that. Watch out, Marie. Everybody, Predator, and it was just going down the screen consistently, and obviously he responded to this, and he was like, "Oh yeah, well this is what a predator would do. Yeah, you know, chasing these girls. And he was chasing this woman on GTA. Oh, dude, it's his commentary on the allegations. I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to like make a joke out of it, and I think this is the way that he deals with negative situations. But I don't really feel like it's the best way. Like, if I'm going to be honest with you, and I don't know how you guys feel about this, but if I was in the situation that he was in, if I had hundreds, if not thousands of people attacking me for whatever reason, I would have turned off my chat. And it really does tell me something about the strength. Like, I don't really want to, like, say anything nice about Onision, but he seems to be very perseverant. He seems to be very committed to kind of, like, allowing everybody to talk shit to him, but him ignoring it. It's like he wants to show you guys how strong he is, and that he is not going to break. He wants you to all see his resolve. That he is a defiant human being, and I don't know if it's actually a good thing. I genuinely believe that doing that is a bad thing, because eventually I think he's going to break. I think he's going to break, and apparently he's broken before, and I think he'll break again. And the thing is, I know obviously some of you guys are going to say, "Oh, that's what we want. We want him to break." Like, I never like to see anybody break. Like, I don't really... what I'm doing here on my live streams is I am commentating on a situation. I don't want the guy to do anything rash or crazy. I genuinely, if I can be honest, guys, what I would like is for him to be interviewed by somebody, actually kind of respond to all of the allegations, and I would like there to be justice to whichever side is in the wrong. That is what I want. That is a very logical way of looking at things. I want justice, and that's really as simple as that. And I think that's what it makes sense. Right. So funny when he talks about others, when he looks like, oh god, Zenny. Why am I reading your comments? Like, you're the last person I should be reading the comments of. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Like, I'm just fucking saying, man. Yikes. Anyway. Yeah, I saw that too, Ellie. I thought that was quite interesting. Yeah, I definitely understand. Like, I think some people might be wondering, like, why he was getting angry or upset in his stream. I mean, think about it, guys. If you're trying to play a video game and there are, like, tons of people in your chat all calling you a predator, you know, whether it's true or not, it obviously is... I can understand why he's, like, upset. I just don't understand why he's even live streaming on YouTube, why he has his chat enabled. I just think that he's... I don't know. I honestly think that he's allowing himself to be attacked. Maybe that's why. Maybe you're right. Maybe he just wants attention. But that seems like a real double-edged sword, doesn't it? Like, using a really negative situation that is affecting you emotionally, physically, mentally, in order to get views. It is one of the biggest double-edged swords, isn't it? Like, think how how negative, how much that would impact you to go through that, whether he's innocent or not. And by the way, I mean, I'm not going to get into it. You guys know how I feel about Onision and the allegations surrounding him. He's probably like cracking right now, and he's still like pushing himself deeper into this. Think of it like being in a hole. He is in a hole right now, and instead of climbing out of that hole or staying where he is getting a shovel and he's digging himself deeper, and he's digging himself deeper, and he's digging himself deeper. And every time somebody who's unaware of this hole comes by, he hides the shovel and says, "Oh no, I'm stuck in this hole. No, I'm a victim. Someone help me." Like that is like the best analogy that I could fucking give you on his behavior. It's definitely interesting. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel in regards to that. That's what I think. I think he's hiding the shovel. People are looking down in the hole and are like, "What's going on here?" Have you seen his latest videos? They are horrible. I don't feel sorry for him. I think I might watch one today. I might watch one of his videos today, because I actually haven't watched his latest videos. And maybe that will give me more of a perspective. Yeah, let's watch one today. How about that, guys? Carlinus, welcome to the stream. It's lovely to see some new people in here today. My name's LowkeyLoki. I'm quite a new YouTuber, but I'm actually a live streamer on other platforms. I've moved to YouTube, and I'm looking to grow on here. I actually interview people. I'm looking to eventually do documentaries on here, like Shane. That's kind of my goal, but more like Louis Theroux style, rather than like crying with Jeffrey and getting all emotional, which is what Shane does. No shade. Yeah, I'm just saying. You are a man of the people. No, I'm not. Sushi, I love how knowledgeable you are about this. You're a great moderator to have right now. I didn't know you were so knowledgeable about all of this. This is good stuff. He just yells and makes people uncomfortable. Right. I mean, there's a lot of people who do that. Okay, so one of the Onision's moderators named Tamra made a joke whilst Onision was playing, saying that at least she doesn't fuck her cat. I honestly don't understand how any of these people can play the victim card when they are legitimately shading Shane Dawson on their on an Onision stream. Like, didn't you guys hear that? Didn't you guys hear that when she said that? It was a joke, and Onision even was like, "Yeah, you might want to like." Actually, no, I think Onision was actually okay with that. I'd have to rewatch the footage, but it was just really like. If I was like a really, really big like YouTuber or live streamer, I wouldn't be allowing my viewers to like stir shit up and attack other people on my streams. It's really unprofessional, man. But you know, whatever. I know obviously he doesn't like Shane, but it just seems kind of redundant. Another thing that was said is that he actually hopes Chris Hansen takes him up on his $350,000 offer. I actually was surprised to hear that. Guys, he actually wants an interview apparently. I don't really know. And then he went on to say that it must be difficult for Chris to keep his show going after killing someone. I don't know what he meant by that. Did somebody die from being on, like, Dateline, To Catch a Predator or something? I'm really confused by that by what Onision said in that regard. It kind of threw me off. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the child groomers, did something like that. I mean, after being exposed on television in front of millions of people. It's not a good thing, but it is what it is. It is a shame-rated comment, obviously. I don't know anybody else who's had stuff come out about them making remarks about that kind of stuff. Victims that are predators, who would have thought? Right, exactly. But Chris said journalists don't pay for these things. I feel like it's interesting that Chris says that. I feel like that's what a good journalist would say, but I'd definitely like to think that some journalists do pay for that kind of to be able to work with people. Simple as that. Really depends on what you're doing, right? Chris did his time. Onion hasn't, right? Yeah, Chris has obviously been done for some stuff, hasn't he? But yeah, went to jail, right? Exactly. That he killed someone. Oh, the rumor mill said that he killed someone instead. Really? Fucking rumors, man. Shane said he wouldn't sue him because it would affect Onion's family, but Onision keeps pushing. I mean, does Onion even have a family anymore? Like, it doesn't even really seem like he has a family. Come on, Shane, you've got to do it, dude. Get Onion away from the wetlands. Like, come on, we gotta work together. Probably a certain kind of journalist. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if, a lot of journalists pay to have like celebrities on their shows and to work with people like that, or at least pay for them to like fly over, for example, if you're doing like a big show, or at least their team will pay for it. Maybe not the journalists themselves. Also, I don't think Chris is that much of a journalist. I don't think his input will have that much of an impact, to be honest. So the thing is, I've always like really looked up to Chris Hansen because of what he does, like how he kind of like takes out the trash, and I used to watch his show like just relentlessly as a child, as a young, like, because that was kind of my era, like I'm a '90s kid, right? So that was really, I was watching that stuff on repeat, on the. When it came out in like the 2000s and stuff like that. But I do want to say this, and maybe some of you guys might criticize me for saying this, but I feel like Chris is not really in it for the right reasons. I'm just going to say it. I think he might be in it for the money. That's what I'm going to say. I think Chris is really investing in the story because it's an opportunistic decision. There's money in it. There's views and success in it. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, most people are in it for just for the money, to be honest. But in a situation like this, I don't know. I feel like you got to be better than that. I don't know. I don't care if you wrote a bad check, right? Right. Different people are going to have like different perspectives, aren't they? But Shane's next series, how the legal system works, the effects of slander. Yeah, I really doubt it. I don't think that would get. I mean, it's Shane, so it'd probably get a couple of million, but I don't really know if it would be as successful of a show. I've already two shorts going on. Well, that's actually if Kai and Greg are actually getting divorced or not, but it's interesting to say the least. But anyway, I don't know. It's quite spicy. Anyway, so there's been a lot of talk about this Savvy Candy girl who's allegedly 16 years old, who was in Onision's 18 plus Discord, and one of the girls who was actually in the chat, I believe it to be one of the moderators that kind of works, helps Onision. She claimed that Savvy has been kicked out from his Discord for a while now, and Onision didn't respond to the comment. But I find that very, very interesting. I hope that people look into that to see if that's actually the case, because people have been I've seen quite a few like Onision Twitters that I've been kind of obviously criticizing Onision for that and saying, you got kids in your Discord and stuff like that. If that is the case, then obviously naughty Onision, bad boy. But if that's not the case, then I don't know. Like, I'd like to know what actually is the truth in that regard. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's pedo-gate. Jeez. Honestly, I don't really feel like it's. She was still in his Discord for Morg's video. Yeah, when was that though? That was like a month ago, right? But she made the footage even before then, so it was a couple of months, right? Is that correct, Flutterfin? A couple of months ago. Right, I'm pretty sure it was a couple of months ago. So yeah, I mean, what I would assume is that she was kicked right after that video came out. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. Does that make sense to you guys? I bet you that video came out and Onision found out about it and was like, okay, got to get rid of her. Goodbye. Can't have that going on. Even though Onision states that like he doesn't watch videos and he doesn't like engage in like the commentary, he like referred to commentary channels as barnacles or something, which was kind of a weird analogy. I feel like he could have made a better one. He could have made like a better analogy. Maybe you know what? You know what's a good analogy about like people talking about you that you don't like? How about like a leech or like a tick on like a dog? You know what I mean? Like you're the hound and you've got ticks on your back and they're commentary channels. Like I think that's a better analogy because they're sucking the blood off you and you're kind of assuming that, you know, if they weren't talking about you that they would die off and that you're giving them all content. No, they would just choose somebody else to talk about. You know, including myself. Like, if I wasn't talking about Onion right now, I'd be talking about Trisha, or I'd be talking about the Ace family, or I'd be talking about somebody else who's a fucking maniac. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, guys, the great thing about YouTube is there are so many characters on here. And by characters, I mean people who are not necessarily normal, who are different, who are interesting, who have, in a good way or a bad way, and are worth talking about. All of the interesting and somewhat crazy people tend to flock to this platform. It's true what they say, guys. There are a lot of what's the word? It was on the top of my head, and I remember now. There are a lot of sociopaths on YouTube. A lot of people who kind of have that way of thinking. And I mean, I feel like we all, in a way, have tendencies. A lot of us do. But that's stupid. Well, okay. Oh, no, you said something before. His mods have to pay him to be mods? Yes.
Yes.
Money! Thank you, T-Sid. Thank you for the $1. I appreciate it, mate. That's cool, guys. That's very, very cool. I really do appreciate the pesos. Yeah, guys, that's how I respond to being tipped, by the way. I know a lot of streamers are like, oh, thank you very much. I'm just like, yes, money. Put it in my bank. I mean, at least I'm honest about it, right? I love that the second Chris Hansen said he was going to look into Onision, Grug shut down his beloved forums, right? I mean, Julia, that tells you something, doesn't it? It tells you that he's definitely trying to take some steps back. He's trying to hide everything. He's trying to sneak around now. Sociopath means you're just more savage. Well, yeah, but you shouldn't listen to anything that the Paul brothers say. They don't have like a full brain between them. So I really wouldn't worry about what they say. Let's be honest. I'm just being fucking, especially after all the recent, you know, they've been getting hit a lot in the boxing. Like, honestly, that's not going to help either. That's not going to help their brain cells. It's true what they say, guys. The Paul brothers are getting more and more stupid. Yeah, no worries, bud. T-Sin, thank you very much, man. I'm sorry your first donation didn't come up, like, last week, but know that it's really appreciated, dude, and it's going in my bank account, and I'm probably going to buy some chicken with it, so, you know. Or pay bills. Tomato, right? Or dog food, because Bandit needs to eat, and so does Lola, so. And that's actually one thing. I actually haven't showed a lot of you guys my dog, so I should really show you guys my dog sometime. Maybe at the end of one of my streams, I'll show you guys my dogs. Show the dogs. I know, Noodle. Don't worry, Noodle Dick McGinty, you'll get it. Onion calls himself a character to get away with his shenanigans. No, I would say that he's definitely a character, but that doesn't take away from the things that he said and done and his behavior. That's not what I mean by a character. I'm talking about somebody who almost is like a performer on a stage. They're larger than life. They're unusual, they're different, they're unique. And, you know, say what you want about Onision, he's definitely a very unique individual. Whether you know, that's very fair to say. I would like to think so, at least. My dogs are very cute. Yes, I have a pug and I have a French bulldog mixed with a Chihuahua. So they're very, very cute looking dogs. Small dogs. But yeah. He wanted to do a meetup once where he got 500 Patreon pay $150 and over could meet him. Really? Yeah, the middle of that sentence really confused me. So I just kind of skipped over it. Wow, that's crazy. I think when it comes to like doing meetups, I know some of you guys are obviously very critical of the fact that he's making people pay for it. But I'm gonna be devil's advocate to this right now. For any of you guys who feel like having people pay to meet you being a bad thing, I'd say with a lot of people, you shouldn't do that. But considering that Onision has so many people who hate him, who despise him, some people who even want him like dead, I don't necessarily blame him for adding like a price to people seeing him. Because at least if people pay that kind of money to see him, it kind of like says that they aren't going to hurt him or they are not going to be crazy people. Like they're genuinely people who love him. You know what? If I was somebody like Onision, do you know what I would do, guys? I would make my supporters like pay an upfront like cost, and then when they arrive at the meetup, I would give them their money back. It's almost like, you know, being in an exclusive, really fun club. If you look at the contract, you're already gone, right? So if you're dedicated enough to pay that much money, you know, you're somebody who I should feel safe around. But I give them the money back as soon as they come through the door of wherever it is. They all get a goodie bag each, right? Like that's what I would do. And if any of them don't turn up, just refund them. That's what I would have done. You know, I think that's okay, maybe I wouldn't have done that, but like, because I wouldn't want to make people pay in the first place. But if I was ever going to do anything like that, that was the way that I would do it. You know? Because let's be honest, just being willing to pay is enough. I can see that. Exactly. Some of you guys can understand that, right? Maybe not all of you can understand that. But it's like, with the danger that comes around being a public figure and him being who he is, some people really don't like him. And I bet you he does fear for his life. So a lot of YouTubers do. People knocking on their doors, trying to locate them, stalk them, harass them. Like, yeah, I mean, I kind of get it to an extent. The alternative is that he vets every single person who comes to the meetup. But having like a pay to get in price will kind of make that easier. You know, what's the alternative, guys? That he puts out like a public thing on Twitter saying, "Hey guys, we're meeting up here. Anybody can come in." Now, having a price to enter makes sense. I think 150 might be a bit much. You know, maybe like $50 per person for like a day meetup, and there's food there, there's entertainment. That makes more sense, right, guys? Because you're paying towards the cost of the building that's being rent out for a day. You're paying for the entertainment. You're paying for your share of the food. And, you know, you're paying to hang out with a celebrity, right? Like, that makes more sense. Like a smaller number. An entry, because it's almost like a convention, like TanaCon. I don't want to get started on TanaCon, though. I don't want to get started on TanaCon today. 69 people watching, my favourite number, everybody. Kids don't have that kind of money. Grown men do. Why would they pay that? I think Noodle Dick, you really misunderstand the situation, because kids will ask their parents to pay for it. A lot of teenage girls and boys go to these conventions. They went to TanaCon, for example. You had to pay attention to that, right? There were tickets to that. Yeah, they maybe not 250, but for example, like $50. I bet you a lot of like teenage girls and boys would pay for that to go to Onision's like event if he did one. Thank you very much to my moderators. You guys are amazing today. You're great. Go, you guys. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. That is where I post all of my updates. That is how you can find out that I'm live. You know, it's very useful to follow me there. I'd appreciate it, guys. I actually want to see if I can get to 2,000 followers on my Twitter by Christmas. It's kind of a bit of a goal that I set myself, but I don't really have long. I only have like 2 months to make it. What parent is going to pay $150 for someone whose content is not family friendly? You actually you say that, Violet, but like, okay, I agree with you to an extent. There will be parents who'll be like, fuck that. But some parents are really oblivious to what their kids do. They don't know what their children are doing. And it reminds me of that Tumblr article that I read that this girl posted, or like this girl posted about her younger sister. I don't know how many of you guys were there for it, but it was quite a shocking post that I read about this young girl who was like allegedly talking to Onision and posting pictures onto the forums. A lot of parents don't know what's going on with their kids, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad parents. It means that the parents don't assume that they're going to be people going after their kids. A lot of parents don't think that anything like that would happen to them or their family, because it's a rarity, right? It's like a lot of people don't expect a group of masked men to charge into their home and abduct them. You don't assume that kind of shit to happen. Not many people are that paranoid, and a lot of people assume that their children are safe, and that their children will stay away from that. Unfortunately, that's not the case. And you got to remember, a lot of parents, especially parents of now adult children, like parents who, like, for example, raised my generation and the generation that's older than me, they never really had the internet or computers or this cyber activity, so they don't really relate to it. They don't really understand the negative impact of that and the crazy things that can happen. And obviously that may get better now with our generation, with us having children, because we know that there are strange men and women on the internet, people who are hackers, people who are scammers, people who are all sorts of things, right? And we keep our children kind of safer from that stuff. But especially with the young generation that was actively involving themselves, when Onision was in his prime, a lot of parents just weren't really aware of that. And I know some of you guys will say, Loki, stop like making excuses for parents, but I say what I always say, guys. Ignorance is bliss. It really is. That's interesting, Julia. Maybe I should subscribe and go to his event and hang out with my best friend Onision. No. I want to go to New York. I really want to go back to New York. It's an amazing city, guys. And I don't know if any of you guys live there, but amazing city. Kind of smells in the summer, but I do love it there. The food, amazing. Parents are more scared of kids chat with random strangers in some weird chat room. Kids don't really go to anymore than some YouTubers are. Yeah, I mean, the Austin Jones case. Austin Jones is on YouNow, which is where I'm from, so I know all about that. When I was 12, my mom looked at my history after I used the internet every time. Unfortunately, I got banned from the internet for watching Salad Fingers. If anyone here knows what that is, I've heard of that. Yeah, interesting. It is what it is. Yeah, my mom was always... I remember we had like a family computer in my household when I was a kid, and I'd always play like RuneScape and stuff like that when I was a kid. But my friend, he told me, oh yeah, there's this really, really funny website. It's got loads of really funny pictures. I thought it was like a GIF website or like a meme website, right? And he explained it as that, but it was actually lemonparty.org. And I was in my family living room where all of my family was sitting, my mom, my sister, a couple of other people. And I went on the website, and legitimately it's like a really like smut porn website, really inappropriate porn website. It came up on my screen. My mom was like, and especially my sister was like, oh my god, what the fuck are you looking at? And I was like, oh my god, it wasn't me. Like, somebody told me this wasn't what it was. And I was freaking out. My family were actually quite understanding of the situation, but I have pretty nice. I have pretty nice. Like my mom's really nice. Like really nice to me, and she's kind of let me get. She lets me get away with a lot. But I bet you there are lots of parents out there that would be like getting the belt out, crazy stuff. By the way, you guys aware that in Scotland they've actually passed a bill that you're not allowed to like hit your children? Like it's illegal to hit your children. I'm pretty sure. That's crazy, isn't it? I mean, it's not crazy, but like it's just interesting that that's a thing. I'm not somebody who believes in hitting your children, but I believe it's to each their own, I suppose, depending on the level of discipline. Don't tell other people how to raise their kids. That's always been my way of looking. He also has $1,000 pledge, and yeah, I know. Could you imagine? Like, hi Onision, thank you for agreeing to meet with me today at this McDonald's. Did you get the $1,000 that I sent you? Yeah, I did. Good. Well, I hope we have a good meal. I'm gonna get myself a happy meal. A little McFlurry. You just sit and talk for like half an hour and he walks off. Yeah, could you imagine? He'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make you pay for my lunch too, No, I think what would make sense if somebody, get that impression. I'm pretending to be a teenage girl. Do you like the impression? Guys, I am a little bit of an actor, what can I say? I'm all about the drama, We had dial-up when I was a kid. Yeah, me too. It was the good old days. My mum would like pick up the phone and start calling, and then I'd get like shut off what I'm doing. And yeah, that was kind of depressing, but it is what it is. But anyway, so guys, we have actually moved through all of the things I already want to talk about in regards to Onision and my notes. And I did say, Noodle Dick McGinty gave me a very good idea, guys. And the idea today is that there's a random video that came up that I'm going to watch a video of you guys today. Sorry for freaking the shit out of you guys on my screen. My family my mom was, she was more of the, like, you're a bad boy, go to your room kind of mom, like, or she was like the one who'd like say, oh yeah, I'm gonna like call your big sister and get her to come round and you're gonna have to stay with her for a few days. Like that's usually that was like the way that I would be disciplined. But whatever, right? Anyway, because my sister is like 10 years older than me, so.
Oh hey there, I have.
Oh god, you make me vomit. Okay, so let's watch Time to Confess What I Did.
Oh hey there.
Oh god, alright. I'm sure this is going to be great, guys. Are we ready, guys? We're not going to watch the whole thing. We'll watch like 5 minutes or so. You guys ready?
I have some things that I want to confess. The intro to this topic says I'm supposed to talk about the importance of confessing because people who don't never grow. Like for instance, if person A is dating person B and person C is told by person B that you are not to sleep with person A, but person
I am confused already. What is he talking about?
A told person B and communicated back and forth that it was in fact okay to sleep with person C, and person C doesn't tell person A that person B said, hey, you can't sleep with this person.
Person A tells person B that person B tells person C, but then person C disappears, and then person D appears out of nowhere, and then speaks to person A, and then person A, jeez!
That other person that you weren't supposed to sleep with them because they don't know, and you wind up cheating on person B with person A. That's why I like to tell people when I do stuff, or am wanting to do stuff, or thinking about doing stuff, or whatever. You tell people so they know who you are, and so you can grow as a person because you're honest with yourself. Without further ado, let's sketch it up.
Onision, it's nice to finally meet you.
Yeah. The guy can't kill without using weapons. Do you have a warrant, or are you just here illegally trespassing?
Right. I'm actually here because I have faith in your goodwill.
And why?
Why does he sound like Shane Dawson? I feel uncomfortable.
Why is that?
Well, I feel comfortable revealing the entire plot to you because the rules of our reality cannot be changed.
I was the one to hire the ninja to kill you. That was a character named Steve. It's from my old videos.
Scratch that, my own spite has compelled me to not tell you.
It's unfortunate he met his end because of you, but he probably would have been dead soon anyway, knowing my reputation.
I don't know what to say to you. What you just confessed to me is unforgivable.
Maybe so, but what's next?
I believe you should be arrested for attempted murder.
You can't arrest me. I'm a god. You're just a character. Panda.
Yes, hello. I'd like to have
Did he just call himself a god?
a pizza delivered to my location. Can I get that with no cheese?
Oh, cute.
He's on. I'm a god too, guys. I'm Loki. What's going on?
A duress question. Probably to call in the SWAT team, I'm guessing.
It's so unfortunate that I once had faith in you.
Oh, hey, L. Sorry, Panda God has to do this.
So be it.
Okay, alright, here we go. I hope he's grateful. Could have finished the job.
Like, what is this, guys? Like, he's like playing dress up in his own home, like doing these really peculiar sketches. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, like, is it like the fourth Matrix? You know the Matrix, like the Animatrix that was made after the Matrix movies, where it's like a load of like weird like scenes and like different stories, and half of them don't make any fucking sense. Like, that's how I feel right now, apart from the production value of this is a lot worse. Like, he legitimately stated as a title, "Time to confess what I did," and he's legitimately playing James Bond in his house.
Where's Al? Calm down, Chief. I mean, if you fired your weapon, would it even kill me?
Get on the ground now and confess what you did.
Yeah, no. Farewell.
What a
Oh, it's Death Note. I don't really watch anime that much. I'm not really that kind of dude. I mean, I used to watch like anime when I was like a teenager, but it was mostly like, you know, the boob animes, you know, and what would it? Some of like the more actiony type ones, like what are they called? Like I watched like Sword Art Online, Attack on Titan, Log Horizon, that kind of stuff. But I couldn't. I had to stop watching Log Horizon. This got a little bit too goofy for me.
So I'm supposed to talk about my dad lying to the ex-girlfriend, being caught in a lie, and them only confessing when they were caught and cornered. This is what separates, you know, the liar from the truth teller. There are people who say things, you know, like, "Hey, I'll be there at 6 o'clock," and you're not there at 6 o'clock. That's not a liar. That's a person who didn't actually follow through with the plans they made because they didn't at the moment know that they wouldn't be able to make it. People with an IQ of like, I don't know, 90 could probably comprehend that concept.
Be aware, guys, Onision has an IQ of 130. Was it 130 or 140? Something like that.
No, a lie is something that you say, that you know for a fact, when you say it, that it's untrue. And that's why I say, you know, I'm honest, because I literally think about telling the truth all the time in the moment I'm telling the truth, and I don't ever go, that's a lie, but I'm going to say it anyway. Outside the time when people ask me if I'm okay and I'm not okay, and I just tell them I'm okay anyway because I don't want to talk about it. Also, this is a double chin check. I want to check real quick because I saw that I had, like, you know, something going on in one of my...
Like, he must be loving this. He must be loving this right now. This is like... Oh... What I'm gonna say, right, is think about it, right? You're a dude. You got a huge hate audience. Tons of people hate you. And the way you decide to deal with all of these haters is you troll them on your videos. You make clickbaity titles and you just fuck with them on your videos. All I'm gonna say is, how does this actually, like, help the situation? Do you think that these people are going to be like, "Oh, haha, Onision, you got me. You know what? I'm going to stop now because you've just got me. Ha ha ha, you fucking roasted me, dude." No, they're not. A lot of people are going to be like, "Alright, you're taking the piss out of me. I'm going to get even worse on Twitter. I'm going to get even worse on YouTube. I'm going to be even more of a fucking, I'm going to be even more fucking unrelentless when it comes to, how much I hate you. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, you would assume, like, in situations like this, the best thing to do is try to de-escalate. De-escalate. Easy as that. De-escalate situations. And the fact of the matter is right now, I mean, maybe he's already tried that. He probably has. He probably has already tried that. But, I don't know, when you're in a situation like this, the best thing you can do is speak about what happened, be honest, and then de-escalate. Like, I have people who are rude to me, people who attack me. I ignore them. I wish them well. I smile at them. Honestly, I really, when it comes to people like that, you just pity them, That takes logic. The worst thing you can really do is just give them what they want. Or to make them even more angry. Because we all have feelings, we all have emotions. And if a lot of these people stop being angry at Onision, they'll be more likely to stop attacking him. They'll stop chasing him. That's the way human logic works. But I don't know. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think the allegations are just too kind of deeply knit. One of the things I found really interesting is that Onision doesn't see himself as somebody who is a predator, and I found it really, really interesting. I found the idea behind that very, very interesting. I don't know if he has looked at what predator means, and I figured it makes sense that I actually kind of give you guys a definition of the word predator, because it is pretty, it helps. So for any of you guys who are unaware, there are two definitions of the word predator. Number one, an animal that naturally preys on others. That doesn't make sense in this situation. The second one is a person who ruthlessly exploits others. And that's one thing, whether you like Onision or not, you cannot deny there have been situations in the past where he has been exploitive of others, where he has took advantage of others. It doesn't necessarily, being a predator doesn't necessarily represent being a paedophile or anything else. So using that word is actually pretty accurate, at least based off the allegations and the things that have already come out. It's predatorial behavior. And I think it's important that you have to kind of look into that. Because you're talking to underage girls, you're waiting until they come of age, and then you're sleeping with them. If that is not, in a sense, predatorial behavior, I don't know what is. Maybe those videos are more for his last remaining fans. Ridicule the critics seems to work on them because they say the same things. True, yeah, that's true. Welcome to my stream, by the way. Thank you for engaging. It's good to see all of you new people here today. Thank you very much for joining. I don't think he thinks he's untouchable. I in my opinion, I think he believes that he's above all of it, that he's better than all of it. And it kind of goes back to the whole God complex kind of idea. This alpha male, I'm the big cheese kind of vibe. And to be fair, this happens a lot with bigger YouTubers because it can go to their head. It really can, and that's just unfortunately sometimes what happens to people. They get a whiff of success, they build upon it, it becomes something really big and vibrant and special, something that you can invest your life into and be successful from. And now that he's this big YouTuber, he's continued to see himself that way, even though he's now fallen off. We can all agree he had less than 200 people watching him today on his live stream. He's fallen off. honestly, 3 million subscribers and you've got 200 people watching. Like, that is a really, really low number, you know. But then again, 300 is still far more than me as of right now. But you know, still, I'm putting things into perspective, of course. I would never say that I'm a bigger streamer than him or anything like that, or bigger YouTuber than him. That would be absurd. But anyway, Dan Doe puts in the chat, definitely a god complex, no doubt. His books tell all. I need to read his books, you know. But Dan, yeah, welcome to the stream, Dan. Thanks for joining in. Where are you from? Cloudiness, I'm from the UK. I live near London, which is pretty fitting, actually. Although saying that, being from England, we all live near London, really. I mean, what, like even if you live up in Newcastle, what, it's like a 5-hour drive to London? 6-hour drive? Like, you know what I mean? It's, yeah, whatever. You're West London? That's cool. That's rad. I used to live near Cambridge. Oh, that's not far. That's cool. Very interesting. Very posh there. That's good. Just need to get the word out to parents and potential victims. Right. Yeah. No, honestly, I will say this. I did put like a stream last week thinking that Chris Hansen was going to change things. But I think I actually really want to take that back. I don't really feel like he will. I love Chris Hansen. And I genuinely I watched so much of his series when I was a kid. And when I saw that he was involved in this, I was like, holy shit. Like, I was shocked, guys. But, I don't know. I don't really think anything's going to happen. At least not to Onision. I think, honestly, Kai is the one who's actually in kind of hotter water. There's actually, like, there's actually, like, proper, like, allegations with proof on Kai, isn't there? About her, like, sending and receiving pictures from minors. Which is really, really messy, right? Thank you, moderator, for handling that. I clicked it and you already did it before me. Don't bother reading them. They're crap. Just tune into a review online. Yeah, it's pretty good. I saw some of them are really, really popular. They've got like 100k. You know what? I need to start doing that, guys. If there's any controversial people who write a book, I should like immediately buy it, read it really, really fast, and then do a review. Because that's an easy way to get engagement, let's be honest. Because I'm just going to wait for like Trisha Paytas to like write a book. Like, I don't know if she can even like write, but like, I assume she can. But you know, if she or I don't know, somebody else who's like controversial, right? But anyway. Oh, we got some Germans in the house. Well, guten Tag. Wie geht es dir? I think that's right, isn't it? Yeah, honestly, I've forgotten a lot of my German. That's good. Cool. Yeah, well, it's been a while. My German class is 10 years ago, so. Anyway, so guys, we've been on for about an hour and 20 minutes. I've enjoyed the stream today. I want to show you guys my dogs before I wrap things up, because I know a lot of you guys probably want to see my dogs. Wie geht es dir, Loki? Wie geht es gut? Und du? Did I say that right? I don't know. Guys, German, I can't do it anymore. I only know a couple of things. And I know butterfly, Schmetterling, and Wurst, which is sausage. Ich liebe Wurst, you know? The good stuff. I like that sausage. Can you bring the dogs up? Abby. Perfect. I'll try, everybody. Oh, God almighty. Trisha would probably laugh with you. You know, Trisha, I don't know. It depends if I'm, like, nasty to her or not. I know Trisha can get, like, quite upset over, like, people saying things about her. Like, especially if she was, like, trying to be serious with her book. You know, which she probably would be. Guys, I really want to say this today, by the way. I've received a number of donations from various people, and I really want to say thank you to all of you for... Bandit! My puppy! Guys, it's my puppy! Look! Look at him! It's my puppa! Do 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 do! Oh, 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 oh! Be careful, calm down, you maniac. Look at him! It's my pug! And he's really jumpy right now because the door is still open, I assume. Oh. Come on, Bandit. Show your face. Show your face, everybody. Look at you. Look at you. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Big yawn. Right, down you go now. Right, where's my girly dog? She's right underneath. Come here, sweetheart. Come here, everybody. Show everybody your beautiful little face. Show everybody your beautiful little face, my darling. This is Lola. She is a French bulldog mixed with a Chihuahua. She is 2 years old now, isn't she? Yeah. Oh, not yet. She's almost 2 years old now. She's a little girl. She's quite timid, but she's very cute, very pretty dog. She looks like a giant rat, in my opinion, but we love her. Yes, we do. We should have called her Ratatouille. And the black pug that you saw, his name is Bandit, which is the most iconic name for a pug. Even out of like Duke. Duke is a good name for a pug, I think. Alright. Go on then, Lola. Out you go. Thank you. Lola is sassy. Oh, she's a diva. She's a diva. Like when we walk her, she's like this. She kind of like walks forward. She's got a lot of gracefulness to her. Whereas Bandit, he's like just constantly tugging on the lead. He's a maniac. He barks at every dog he sees. Like he's a little pug, but he acts like a pit bull. You know, he's just like he's and by that I mean like he believes himself to be a pit bull. He thinks he's huge and muscular and that he can take on any other dog, and that's definitely not the case. You know, he's a chew toy for big dogs. She has changed. Yeah, she's still very very cute though. I do love my doggos. Honestly, like, especially being a live streamer, it's really important that you have, like, good energy around you. Especially if you're, like, doing commentary and stuff, and you got, like, people being negative to you and criticizing you and hating on you. If you're having, like, dogs around, or yeah, even being somebody who engages in drama, having dogs around is really, really good for you. You know? Because, you know, they can kind of make you feel better after a hard, long day. A stressful situation. There have been times where I've had like a really bad day, and you know I like sit in bed, and Bandit will come up, and you know he'll start pulling at my socks, and I'll play tug of war with him, and you know I'll feel a lot better afterwards. You know, I think that's you know that's why a lot of people prefer dogs over humans. But yeah. I wish I had a Bandit and a Lola. Well, you know, you can always... I've only just started getting, like... These are my first dogs. Like, I didn't have a dog before Lola. So, exactly, the natural healers are exactly. So, yeah, guys, before we wrap things up for today, Noodle Dick, don't even do it today, all right? I do want to say, make sure you guys follow me on my Twitter. Make sure you also join my Discord if you would like to. We are sorting out my Discord, and we're gonna make it really, really nice and centralized soon. I've been very busy over the weekend. In regards to tomorrow, I'm not too sure if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. I have some other plans. If I do, I might stream earlier in the day. I actually might stream like maybe early to mid-afternoon, which you guys will be able to watch on replay. You'll be able to just watch the VOD if I do that on YouTube. But that'll probably be good. I won't have really anybody there, so I'll be more like a podcast. And we can see how you guys feel about me doing like a podcasty vibe on here. You know, it might be cool. Why are you doing this to me? Oh, come on, McGinty. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. All right? Pat. All right? But honestly, yeah, we gained a bunch of new viewers today. Thank you very much, all of you guys, for tuning in. Shout out to T-Sin for donating $5 to me. Shaunia for donating $10. Thank you very much, Shaunia. Irish, thank you for donating $13 to me. And RSN donated $18 to me, which is very, very nice. I really do appreciate that. And to all of my newer viewers here, thank you very much for tuning in today. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I'm hoping we can hit 850 tonight. We've gained over 100 new subscribers in the last week, and I'm very thankful for the support that I've got from CJ and from all of you as well, as contributors, supporters and viewers. And I can't wait to see us hit 1K, hopefully within the next few weeks, I'd like to think, if we continue on that, you know, what we're doing. 852! You serious? Oh wow! I was at like 842 today. Wow! Wow, guys, thank you so much. Thank you. Honestly, this really touches my heart. I really appreciate it, guys. Wow, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night, everybody. Much love.